Nice to meet you. I'm Eric. What we do is clean, basically. First thing we're gonna do is get these glasses set up. Just like that. Just grab it, be careful.
Do you love watching heartwarming and inspiring moments? Then you'll love this video. In this video, we're going to take a look at some of the best reveal moments from the hit TV show Undercover Boss. These moments are always full of surprises and emotions, and they'll leave you feeling inspired and uplifted. So, let's get started. In an episode of Undercover Boss at hometown Buffett in Fresno, California, the undercover boss disguised as Mike took on the role of a cashier. Michelle, who worked at the restaurant, was told to teach him how to use the cash register and give great service to customers.
This is that first moment where you make eye contact with this person who's going to pay you money for your food. Are you Michelle?
Yes.
Great to see you.
Nice to meet you. Call me Shelly.
Shelly,
Be
good.
training you on the cashier.
As Mike started his training, he had trouble with the slow register, which made it take longer for customers to be served. Even though there were problems, Michelle told him to keep a smile on his face and friendly attitude. Mike wanted to get better, so he tried to make his interactions with customers more lively. Michelle talked about her personal life during Mike's break. She talked about how hard it was to take care of her sick mother. She talked about how her mother's illness had changed her plans for school and work. Michelle had a hard life, but she showed strength and resilience by taking on the responsibilities that were put on her. The undercover boss really liked Michelle a lot because of how persistent and determined she was. Michelle had no idea the big reveal would bring her a mind-blowing surprise. Now that she knew who Mike really was, he gave her rewards that would change her life. Mike gave Michelle $15,000 so that she could go to college in California and follow her dream of becoming a criminal profiler. It was a very touching moment. He also gave her $5,000 for a long-awaited reunion with her brothers because he knew how important family was to her. Mike also put away $10,000 as a safety net for Michelle because he knew how hard things had been for her and wanted to give her some financial security. On top of everything else, he gave her a $17,000 raise and a new job as general manager.
I would like to give you $15,000 towards your 4-year college degree in California for you. Brothers, very important to you.
Overwhelmed with emotion, Michelle couldn't believe the incredible turn of events. She hugged Mike and thanked him from the bottom of her heart for the life-changing opportunities he had given her. In the episode of Undercover Boss, the owner disguised himself as Eric and met Kale, a barback at Twin Peaks. Eric struggled with his tasks, breaking some mugs and moving slowly.
Is clean, basically. First thing we're gonna do is get these glasses set up. Just like that. Just grab it, be careful. I'll go ahead and set this one up and I'll show you the pattern. We do handles on the outside and the 2 middle ones, handles will meet. Oh, nope, and the inside.
Meanwhile, he noticed that the Twin Peaks girls didn't lift a finger to help. Eric expressed his frustration, pointing out that the girls were treated like princesses while the back of the house team worked hard to support them. He also learned that Kale was studying animation at the nearby Art Institute, expressing his passion for character development and storytelling. To show his appreciation for Kale's hard work, Eric decided to create a Twin Peaks Employee of the Month pin for the heart of the house and asked Kale to design it. He recognized Kale as an exceptional barback and wanted to showcase his talents to the marketing department. Eric also surprised Kale with the news that he would pay off his $53,000 student loan, allowing him to pursue his dream of animation without financial burden. The emotional moment left Kale speechless, and he expressed his profound gratitude for the incredible opportunity. The undercover boss was very kind and gave a generous gift of $100,000 to an employee who worked in one of the departments and did a great job.
I'm not familiar with the bra world in my personal life, so it's going to be an interesting challenge. Excuse me, do you know where Catherine is?
That's me. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
I'm a specialist, and I try to help women really find the right bra.
This employee, Catherine, was an expert in that department and had a degree in fashion. She had a lot of knowledge about how the fashion industry works. As someone who didn't know much about it, the undercover boss was looking forward to an interesting challenge. Inquiring about Catherine's whereabouts, the boss was introduced to her as the specialist dedicated to assisting women in finding the perfect outfits. The boss said he didn't know much about this topic, so he asked for help, learning about the different kinds of outfits. Catherine patiently explained that everyone's tastes are different. She emphasized how important it is to make sure clothes fit well. The undercover boss was impressed by Catherine's focus on the customer and her vast knowledge. Several times during their conversation, he got ideas from her expertise. The boss was really impressed by Catherine's performance. During the big reveal, Steve, The CEO of Luhrmann's spoke about how much he admired Catherine's commitment to serving customers and making the store feel like a home. Steve was moved by Catherine's unwavering commitment, so he surprised her by giving her $100,000 to help with her money problems. Catherine was so thankful that she couldn't believe the amazing chance that had been given to her. As the CEO, Steve thought about how moved he was by Catherine's genuine care for and respect for customers. He knew about the problems she had to deal with and felt compelled to thank her for her hard work and excellent service. Catherine was shocked and grateful when she got the money out of the blue. CEO Mitch Model went undercover in his own company to find out how his employees were doing. During his undercover work, he met a homeless worker named Angel, who lived in a shelter with her children. This was a very interesting experience for him. Angel told a heartbreaking story about how she and her family had to depend on the shelter's food service program to make ends meet. Mitch was very moved by Angel's story, and he wanted to improve customer service, which he thought was the most important part of their business. Mitch was amazed by Angel's strength and how hard she worked at her job when they first met. He watched how she worked with customers and saw that she was very good at what she did. Mitch told her it was great that she always told customers, "Thank you for shopping with us." He thought that Angel's way of doing things would help the company do well. Mitch was watching her and got worried when he saw Angel climbing a ladder. He knew she was afraid of heights, so this made him worry. Still, he respected her bravery and liked how hard she worked at her job. During a conversation, Angel talked about how hard things had been for her. She said that she had gotten pregnant at age of 25 while working as a restaurant manager, but because she was expecting, she had to quit her job, which left her without a place to live. She made it clear that she wanted a safe place for herself and her children. Mitch was deeply moved by Angel's story, and he made up his mind to do a lot to make her life better. At the show's climax, Mitch told Angel who he really was, and told her to go to Citi Field in New York to meet with the company president. Mitch surprised Angel by making her assistant manager and giving her a $14,000 rise. This was not what he had planned. He praised her for going above and beyond what he had asked, and he saw how much she cared about the business. But Mitch's kindness did not stop there. He was so moved that he gave Angel a gift that would change the course of her life. $250,000 to buy a house and pay the taxes on it. Mitch wanted Angel and her kids to leave the shelter as soon as possible and start a new part of their lives. Angel was very thankful for all of the help she had gotten, and she told everyone how happy she was that she would never have to go back to the homeless shelter again. This heartwarming story showed what a big difference a dedicated employee can make and how acts of kindness can change people's lives. Mitch's conversation with Angel made him realize how important good customer service is and made him want to make a big difference in Angel's life. So, those are a few of the best reveal moments from Undercover Boss. If you haven't seen the show, I highly recommend it. It's a great way to see what it's like to work at the bottom, and it's also a lot of fun to watch the CEOs interact with their employees. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to my channel. If you have any suggestions for future videos, leave a comment below.